Alright, so last week I did a video about chainsaws, and this week I thought I'd show you my firewood inventory. So this stuff down here is they're just little hollow logs that I thought I might make bird houses out of. I've made a few of them. You can see that one already. Woodpecker, I got this one. And then the rest of them are all hollow. I'll show you I don't know, you can make little bird houses out of them and stuff. And there's a stump it's a nice cherry slab, so I kept it. But rest of this stuff, so what I've tried to do is I've divided in thirds. You can see the divider right there. So why I did that is so I can empty one out and not mix wet with green, green with seasoned wood. So if I emptied this one out, I could go ahead and fill this one back up and wouldn't mix it with this. So this is all like oak. This was cut 2 years ago. You can see the color line. This fell over in a farmer's field, and he was just going to push this in the woods. This is red oak, and then I think I filled it up with a little bit of something else, but most of this is red oak. I'll show you something if you see it. Oh, here it is. See this purple? If you see this in red oak, there's metal in it somewhere. So I think I hit some fence or something, but if you see dark color in red oak, then you know there's metal in it somewhere, so watch out. But I remember hitting that. But down here, this one here, it's almost all oak. There's a little bit of cherry in the back, I think. So that's all real good firewood. This is 2 years old. And then down here, we see how much we've taken this. We haven't actually burned this much. He's a retired guy. He helps me. He's a buddy of mine. And his mom's 96 years old and still burns wood. So we took one big section of this, went to her house. So. But all this is pretty much pretty scroungy wood. This is all soft maple. There's a little bit of, what is it, Bradford pear? Bradford pear is actually really good firewood. I think that's what this one is right here. I think. But anyway, they're 3 rows deep. And I think this is about 40 feet long. So I finally got ahead of my firewood in, I guess, starting out in January 2022. Before that, I was always behind, and I had a really good year of trucking in 2021. I thought I'm gonna take like the first quarter off, and I'm gonna get all my firewood caught up and just enjoy being home. So that's what I did. So now we're 3 years ahead of it. So this set outside for a year, and then I brought it in here, and it's been in the barn for 2 years, and then next year we'll start burning this. And then after that, we'll start burning this. So what I do is I'll take you back outside. There's my pile of wood outside where I showed you last year. So now what I try to do is set it outside for a year and then bring it in here for 2 years. So I'll take you out there. So here's my outside wood storage. So I got, well, what we call it here in southern Indiana is ricks. So basically I got 10 full cords outside, or I did at the starting. Libby, I'll feed you, okay? She's ready to eat. I'll feed you. Don't look like you're starving, all right? Anyway, I got 10 full cords out here, or 30 ricks, whatever you want to call it, or 30 face cords. A lot of this is honey locust. And so the main thing you want to do out here is get it off the ground. These are pallets that I got from a car wash where they got their soap in here, and I did that, and then I put them in 1 cords basically. So there's 8 foot this way, it's 3 rows deep, so that's 1 cord. 3 face cords or 3 ricks. Same deal here, same deal here. And this is just mixed stuff. I mean, it's all pretty good firewood. A lot of this is honey locust on top, just because I had so much of it and I kind of filled my pile up. This is a mix of stuff. I've got some hickory in here, oak. I mean, there's all kinds of, but anyway, it's all good firewood. So it sits out here for a year, and then I transfer it into the barn. It sits in there for 2 years, and we keep on going down the road. But this was all full. My wife, some of her family, or my family too. He's 83, I think. So firewood was all the way out to right here at the edge of this pallet. And he took all this. He still burns wood, but he's not in good enough health to cut it. So all this was full too. So I got 30 ricks, 30 face cords, 10 full cords, whatever you want to call it, out here, and the same thing in the barn. So I thought I'd just make a little video about that. But it's so this looks like this is some cherry here. It's just all mixed up. Hey, there's a piece of poplar. I don't care. I'll even burn that. Fall time, springtime wood. That's pretty good wood. There's another piece of it. So that's it. That's going to do it for this one. I thought I'd just give you a little tour of what I got for firewood inventory. That's probably about as much as I'm going to cut. So I've got, what, 20 full cords, 60 ricks, 60 face cords, whatever you want to call it. Here in southern Indiana, we go by ricks. A lot of people go by face cords or full cords, so that's why I thought I'd put everything in there. But it sure is nice being ahead of the wood game and having nice dry wood under 20% moisture. And yeah, that's our primary heat source, so you definitely don't want to be trying to burn green wood. And we've got a lot of good stuff here too. This is a lot of oak, like I said, the Osage orange in the back. That's been sitting there drying for 3 years, so yeah, we're in good shape, and I'm glad to finally be ahead of it. So we'll see you on the next one.